Have you ever caught yourself reaching for a bad habit and you're not even thinking about it? Maybe a stressful moment, or even just when you're bored. And guys, that is where Fume comes in. This is all about replacing, guys. Fume will offer a way to replace a bad habit while still giving you something satisfying to reach for. Fume. This is an award-winning flavored air device that delivers great taste without any harmful chemicals. Instead of inhaling vapor, you breathe in natural, non-toxic flavors that satisfy your craving without the downside. My go-to flavor is crisp mint. I find it super refreshing. But Fume has tons of different flavors. There's something for everyone. Over 500,000 people have already made the switch to Fume as part of their journey towards better habits. If you're looking to keep your hands busy and your mind engaged, Fume's premium wooden design is built for both flavor and function. And guys, it's got a magnetic fidget feature. Can you hear that? This adds an extra layer of satisfaction. For a limited time when you order the Journey Pack, using my code Chael, it's going to include a free Fume topper. Click the link. Tryfume.com/Chael or scan the QR code that's on the screen and get yours today. Chimaev Dricus, we're far from done, guys. This topic's just simply not over. And it's not over largely because there is a segment of our fan base that chose to call that fight boring. Now, you're not wrong. You can't be wrong. It's an opinion. Like if that's only going to be the kind of thing that you're into if you're into that kind of thing. It's not going to be the kind of thing you like if you don't like that kind of thing. So I don't argue with you. But the discussion has just gone from, hey, that match wasn't as fun to watch, to we need a rule change. We need a rule change to bring these guys back up through their feet. And that's where you're jumping the shark. On that one, I must push back. You are going too far. And I want to explain a little bit of what you saw. Now, I know these numbers, and I know them very well because I had the record until Saturday when Chimaev took it from me. So I know these numbers. In case you're like, Chael, why do you know these numbers? Well, they were my numbers. I think that was the last thing that I had. Right? Conor came in and took all sorts of records. And now Chimaev took this one. But it was the lopsidedness of a world title fight in terms of strikes. I had 311 against 11. I got hit 11 times. I hit an opponent 311 times. It was Fight of the Night. It was nominated for Fight of the Year. It won the award for Fight of the Year. But largely because of the lopsidedness of strikes. Chimaev comes in, guys, he landed 527 strikes against 49. Of those 49, 46 came in the same round. Chimaev going into the fourth round, I apologize, the fifth round had been hit 4 times. He got hit on average once per round. Are you aware of that? Now, that's on average. The reality was they all came in the same round, and I believe it was the first, and it was from the bottom, and it was hard how you were going to judge them. I didn't count them because they were open hand. They were open hand, what we call a cup. He took it, and just, boom, he tried to ring his ear. And DDP was like ringing his ear. He was doing this with his cupped hand. I didn't count that as a strike. They did. I mean, but do you understand? You're calling a fight dull and boring based on inactivity that literally set an activity record by almost double. I had 311. That was the record. 527 is what came in. Now, I do understand powerful strikes. Like, I'm not attempting to tell you you didn't see what you think you saw. I do understand. To get larger to my argument about what should you do on the ground if it's not pleasing to watch. So you know the rule as it is now. And by the way, by rule, policy, precedence, this is not actually a rule. You are eligible to be stood up if you are in somebody's closed guard. Now that's where it begins. The extension of that is you're not looking to pass, you're not pounding, you're not doing fight-ending techniques. But it starts with you're in closed guard. Now again, that's not, and you're going to be told this is a rule. That is a matter of speaking and moreover misspeaking. It's not actually in the bylaws anywhere under the Associated Boxing Commission. But precedence says if the person advances from anywhere other than full guard, half guard would be included. Side control, not even part of the discussion. Taking somebody's back, doing nothing with it. You're on their back. You're doing nothing. You're not even eligible for the discussion of being brought up. That is what policy and precedent says, and I think that's for very good reason. And let me tell you why. If you were anywhere other than guard, anywhere, you are now, at a minimum, just with that, 2 moves ahead. Means that you got the top position and you advanced that position. You were 2 moves ahead. So just logically, the next move has got to be on that guy. Now, Chimaev, he not only got the takedown, he not only passed guard, he advanced a 3rd step to crucifix. And some of you are arguing even from the crucifix without power techniques. The fight should be stopped and brought up. But now you're talking about Chimaev's, in this case, 3 steps ahead. And I don't think that you can just dismiss. I think you just haven't thought about it this way. If you're 3 steps ahead, it's definitely incumbent on the other guy at that point. Now, okay. From an X's and O's standpoint, which, by the way, in football they love. John Madden became famous off of X's and O's. In MMA, I know you guys like that less, but let me get into this. Because there is some narratives, in addition to the one that we just discussed, that are coming out of this fight, which is the reason this fight isn't done, and we're still discussing it. It's very important that you understand how Chimaev controlled Dricus, because you've never seen this before. I have never seen it, and that includes in the practice room, not to this extent, not with somebody of that level. So picture Dricus, he's on all 4s. I call that parterre, I call that a referee's position. Many people in grappling call that turtle, which I find offensive, but that's what the position is called. Dricus is in turtle. He's on his hands and knees. Chimaev is behind him. Now, Dricus would like to stand up at that point, and he tried, but he failed. When you fail at that, your next best option is to get under attack. And when Chimaev attacked him, Dricus was ready for it. Dricus got reversals at one point, but he looked good. It created a grappling atmosphere, which is what Dricus is used to. Every time Chimaev threw a leg in, they call it hooks. Every time he threw 2 legs in, they call it double hooks. Dricus knew where he was. He recognized that position. He was well-trained and well-versed, and you could see that, so Chimaev didn't do it. Every time Chimaev did, which was a total of 4 in the fight, 3 of them, Dricus created a scramble. 2 of those scrambles, Dricus came out on top. And when Chimaev recognized this, he just didn't get that far. He kept it even more basic. He didn't confuse and control Dricus due to his advancements. He controlled Dricus with the basics. So again, picture this. Dricus is down. Chimaev's on top, controlling the hips. Dricus goes to move. Chimaev off-balances him. Dricus goes to move. Chimaev bumps into him. Dricus goes to move. Chimaev pulls him back. These were the only motions he did, but he did it at the hips. Bump him forward, pull him back, take him left, take him right, make him reset. Make him reset. Make him reset as the time is ticking down. And that was the part that was the most fascinating. He out-grappled him by demonstrating less grappling than he was capable of. And that really bothered some people. I will just tell you, I've never seen it before. When I used to get on people's backs, I fought a gentleman who was a #1 contenders match. At the time, it was a very big fight. Very tough guy named Nate Marquardt. I got to that same position. I put 1 leg in. I went to a wrestling ride. I would control the ankle. I would use my elbow to control the far armpit. And so many people at that time gave me a lot of credit because everyone else in that position puts 2 legs in. I only put 1. And I kept getting asked. I remember when Anthony Hamlet called me. I remember when Dennis Holman texted me, hey, why are you only putting 1 leg in? I've never said, why are you putting 1 leg in? Well, the answer was because I know that's what he's not used to. And Chimaev figured that out in competition. It was not his plan. And we know it wasn't his plan because there was times where he put both legs in, but that created a grappling exchange. Chimaev backed it off. So Dricus is just waiting for him. Hey, make your next move. You're in a great position. Make your next move, which obviously is going to be the legs in, followed by trying to strangle me. Chimaev didn't do it. I think it was very interesting, and I think if you saw the fight from that standpoint, I think that there was a lot there that you would appreciate. I won't argue with you. I'm well aware that we were treated, and it was a night of spinning back elbows. It was a very special night. I won't argue with you. But there's not a lot of times in this sport where you get to learn or see something new. We definitely, if you know what you're looking at or what you're looking for, we definitely saw something new.